Hello, students of class 9. This is your Aishwarya ma'am. Today I am going to teach you such a chapter which is very inspiring and motivating. But before I begin the chapter, I'm going to show you 3 video clips of some success and motivational stories.
I have the right of education. I have the right to play. I have the right to sing. I have the right to talk. I have the right to go to market. I have the right to speak up.
She's become the voice for girls around the world. In 2011, CNN interviewed Malala Yousafzai, a Pakistani girl who gained international headlines 2 years earlier for speaking out for girls' education through a blog she wrote under a pseudonym.
When I see my name in the newspaper, I feel that, God has given this honor to me and I shall accept it.
Malala's life changed forever on October 9th, 2012. While on her way home from school in Pakistan's Swat Valley, a group of armed Taliban boarded her school bus, asked for her by name, and shot her in the head. 2 of her classmates were also wounded in the attack. But Malala's injuries were so severe, doctors didn't think she'd survive. She was airlifted to a military hospital in Peshawar, where she had surgery to remove the bullet lodged in her shoulder. From the UAE to Germany to the US, doctors from around the world offered to treat the young girl. But ultimately, Malala flew to the UK, where she continued treatment at Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Birmingham. When hearing about the attack, people around the world were inspired by her courage. Many attended prayer vigils and lit candles.
Thank you so much आप लोगों को कि इतनी देर किसी को बैठ के सुनना सबसे बड़ी बात ये होती है, क्योंकि जब वहाँ पे हम बैठ के किसी को सुनते हैं तो उतना पेशेंस रखना पड़ता है, ये मुझे लगता है। और एक्चुअली मैं 26 साल की हूँ। 2011 में चलती ट्रेन से मुझे कुछ बदमाशों ने, मैं वॉलीबॉल चैंपियन भी रह चुकी हूँ। 2011 में चलती ट्रेन से मुझे बदमाशों ने एक गोल्ड चेन पहनी थी, चलती ट्रेन से मुझे उठा के बाहर फेंक दिया था। लखनऊ से दिल्ली आ रही थी मैं। कंपार्टमेंट में बहुत सारे, जनरल कंपार्टमेंट था, बहुत सारे लोग थे, किसी ने मना नहीं किया। एक प्लेयर का जो स्पिरिट होता है वो अपने आप, जब कोई छीनने की कोशिश करता कुछ भी, वो देता नहीं है। तो मेरे में भी था, मैंने मना किया और उन्होंने मुझे चलती ट्रेन से वो 4-5 तो उन्होंने बाहर फेंका। दुर्भाग्य ये था कि उसी समय दूसरी ट्रैक से ट्रेन आई और मैं उस ट्रेन में टकराई, फिर नीचे गिरी। दोनों ट्रेनें निकल गईं। कुछ देर बाद मैंने हाथ को ऐसे रख के उठने की कोशिश किया तो देखा कि मेरा पैर कट चुका था। थाई को उठा के देखा, मेरा पैर ऐसे जीन्स में लटका हुआ था, ब्लड फोर्सफुली निकल रहा। दूसरे पैर की हड्डियां टूट के बाहर निकल चुकी थी। पूरी रात मैं चिल्लाती रही, ट्रैक पे छोटे छोटे पत्थर होते ऐसे चिल्लाती रही कि कोई बचा ले, कोई नहीं आया बचाने। और जब पूरी रात चिल्लाते इतना कि मुझे दिखाई भी देना बंद हो गया। जब ट्रेन आता था तो वाइब्रेट होता था। इतना ही नहीं, फ्री का इनविटेशन भी लोगों को मिल गया था, कुछ लोगों को। ट्रैक पे आपने ट्रेन की ट्रैक पे छोटे छोटे चूहे देखे होंगे, मेरे कटे हुए पैर पे आके मेरा पैर कुतर रहे थे। मैं ब्रेन कॉन्शियस मेरा पूरा काम कर रहा था मेरे, लेकिन बॉडी में कोई भी मूवमेंट नहीं था। पूरे पल में वही चीजें सोच कि कैसे मैं अपने आप को कैसे बचा पाऊं। लेकिन करीब पूरी रात ऐसे बीता। सुबह गांव वालों ने मुझे बरेली डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल यूपी में है, वहां पे हुआ था ये। सुबह गांव वालों ने मुझे उठाया, डिस्ट्रिक्ट हॉस्पिटल ले जाके रखा। तो फार्मासिस्ट, डॉक्टर, सीएम, जितने लोग थे आपस में बातें कर रहे, अरे हमारे पास तो एनेस्थीसिया नहीं है, ब्लड नहीं है, इसका इलाज शुरू करें तो हम कैसे करें। मुझे भी नहीं दिखाई तो नहीं, लेकिन मेरा सुनाई दे रहा था सब कुछ। वहाँ पे कहाँ से हिम्मत आई मुझे भी नहीं पता। मैंने बोला वहाँ पे कि सर जब मेरा पूरा पैर कटा, तब मैंने इतनी देर रेलवे ट्रैक पे थी, मैं उस चीज़ को बर्दाश्त किया, तो अभी तो आप मेरे अच्छे के लिए मेरे पैर काटेंगे। शायद आपको यकीन नहीं होगा, या फिर कभी आप लोगों ने ये चीज़ नहीं देखी, कोई डॉक्टर या फार्मासिस्ट अपना ब्लड दे के किसी पेशेंट को बचाया। मेरी इस बात को सुनने के बाद वहाँ के डॉक्टर और फार्मासिस्ट दोनों ने एक यूनिट ब्लड दिया और मेरे पैर को बिना एनेस्थीसिया अलग कर दिया गया। आज भी मैं उस दर्द को महसूस करती हूँ। मेरे दिमाग में हर बार यही बात चलती थी कि क्या है, मैंने एवरेस्ट का प्लान किया, मैं इनके बराबर भी नहीं चल पा रही हूँ। खुद से संकल्प लिया कि कोई बात नहीं, एक दिन ऐसा आएगा कि मैं इनसे पहले जाऊंगी। और आपको शायद यकीन ना हो, आने वाले 8 महीने बाद पूरा का पूरा वेट उठा के बेस कैंप से साथ निकलते और टॉप पे पहले पहुंचते। मैं खड़ी नहीं हो पा रही थी, वाकई में दम ही नहीं था। लेकिन फिर भी कहते हैं कि जैसे हमारे नियम होते हैं वैसे ऊपर वाले के भी नियम हैं। उसकी लिस्ट में जब मेरा नाम नहीं है तो वो मुझे नहीं ले जा सकता। अगर दूसरी चीज, मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट एकदम क्लियर हो चुका था जब रेलवे ट्रैक पे मैं थी। रेलवे ट्रैक पे 7 घंटे में पड़ी थी, 49 ट्रेन अप डाउन हुई थी, तो मेरा कॉन्सेप्ट एकदम क्लियर हो चुका था। इसका मतलब है कि ऊपर वाले ने अगर मुझे कुछ बचाया है तो कुछ ना कुछ इतिहास रचने के लिए बचाया है। मैंने पॉजिटिव तरीके से सोचा और उसी समय एक ब्रिटिश क्लाइंबर नीचे से ऊपर आ रहा था और उसके पास 2 ऑक्सीजन, तो उसने एक को वहीं फेंका और दूसरे को लेके नीचे जाना शुरू किया क्योंकि वेदर खराब था। मेरा शेरपा मुझे एंकर किया और जाने लगा नीचे और वो फटाफट उसको लेके आए, मुझे लगाया। उसने बोला, अरुणिमा तू बहुत लकी है कि तुझे यहाँ पे ऑक्सीजन मिला है, वाकई में ऊपर वाला भी चाहता कि तू जिंदा रहे। वो मुझे बार बार लकी लकी बोल रहा था। शायद आप लोग में से भी कोई होगा कि जो लक और भाग्य जैसी चीज़ों पे भी यकीन करता हो या पता नहीं भी। मैं किसी की भावनाओं को ठेस नहीं पहुंचाना चाहती, लेकिन मैं इन किसी भी चीज़ों पे भरोसा नहीं करती क्योंकि मेरा मानना है कि लक भी उसी का साथ देता है जिसके अंदर जीतने का जज्बा है। अगर आपके अंदर जीतने का जज्बा नहीं है, चारों तरफ सिर्फ बहाने होते हैं, सिर्फ बहाने।
1984, Bachendri Pal became the first Indian woman to reach the summit of Mount Everest. In 1990, she was listed in the Guinness Book of World Records for her achievement. Later, she led expeditions in 93, 94 and 97 with a team comprising only women in Indo-Nepalese Women's Mountain Everest Expedition, the Great Indian Women's Rafting Voyage and First Indian Women Trans-Himalayan Expedition.
Story we are going to discuss today is Reach for the Top, Part 1 from your Beehive book that talks about Santosh Yadav, the only woman mountaineer to have climbed Mount Everest twice, not only single time. So, and we see from the videos of Malala and Bachendri Pal and Arunima Sinha that in our life, in order to get success, we need to have a passion and a vision, and there are various other things and virtues that are required to achieve in life. So today we are going to start the chapter about Santosh Yadav. Before starting the chapter, you need to know about these 5 Indian women who had made their mark in the path of mountaineering. So let's have a look. So 5 Indian women mountaineers everyone should know about. First woman, Bachendri Pal. This dauntless, fearless woman debunked all myths surrounding women's physical and mental strength by becoming the first woman to reach Mount Everest summit in 1984. She was felicitated with the Padma Shri in 1984 and Arjuna Award in 1986. Besides accomplishing this feat, she also bears the credit of becoming the first woman in her village to have completed a graduation successfully. So you see, this lady Bachendri Pal, she is the first lady to climb Mount Everest. Let us see the second lady, Malavat Purna. She is not even a lady, she is a girl. What do you expect from a 13-year-old girl? To study and play? Malavat Purna, however, was different. She achieved what many call unthinkable by becoming the youngest girl in the world to climb the Mount Everest. She proved that brilliance has nothing to do with age. Hailing from a small village in Andhra, Malavat Purna aspires to be an IPS officer. The movie Purna, Courage Has No Limit, shows her life's journey. So you see, this girl is the youngest girl to climb Mount Everest at an age of 13 years. Let us see the third lady. Third lady is our lady of the story, Santosh Yadav. What is her different, unique accomplishment? She climbed Mount Everest twice. For many, climbing Mount Everest and returning alive is a far-fetched dream. But what if we tell you that there is an Indian woman who dared to climb Everest twice? Yes, Santosh Yadav from Haryana reached the peak first on May 1992 and then in May 1993. Apart from this, she is the first woman to climb Everest from Kangshung Face, which is considered to be the most difficult site for ascent. She was awarded the Padma Shri in 2000. The fourth lady, Premlata Agarwal. Premlata Agarwal, just like Purna Malawat, has made it very clear that age is just a number and it must not be considered as an obstacle while conquering heights. A mother of two, this woman climbed the Everest at the age of 48, and with this, she became the oldest woman to climb Mount Everest. So, this is Premlata's unique feat. That is unique achievement, that is she climbed at the age of 48, becoming the oldest woman to climb Mount Everest. Her list of achievements doesn't end here. She is also the only native of Jharkhand to go on such an expedition. And the fifth lady, you have seen her in the video, Arunima Sinha. She too climbed the Mount Everest, but what makes her climb extraordinary is the fact that she is an amputee. Yes, you read that right. She lost her left leg in 2011 when she was thrown off from a moving train by thugs. It was her inner strength to do something unique that propelled her to conquer Mount Everest. Her story is already known to you from her own mouth. So these are the 5 ladies we should always know when we read a chapter on mountaineering. Everyone has their individual achievements. All right, students? Reach for the top. In today's video, you will get a brief summary, the title, justification, the message, and the character sketch. So let us start with the summary of the chapter, part 1, about Santosh Yadav. Santosh Yadav is the only woman who has conquered the Mount Everest twice. She was born in a society where the birth of a son was regarded as a blessing and a daughter was not at all welcome. When her mother was expecting Santosh, a holy man gave her his blessing, presuming that just like other women, she would also like a son. But the unborn child's grandmother told him that they did not want a son. Before she was born, her parents already had 5 sons. So undoubtedly, they wanted a girl child. Notwithstanding this, the holy man blessed her and Santosh was born. She was born in the Joniwaz village in Haryana in a Sikh family. Santosh is a Hindi word which means happiness or contentment. But she was the opposite of her name because she was never content and she always aspired to get more. Disregarding the traditional Indian dresses that the girls wore, she decided to wear shorts. She was confident that she would choose a correct path in her life. She was a courageous lady. She was independent and free living. She was just different from her name because she was a very, very ambitious girl and she always wanted to achieve more. Santosh received education in a local school. Her parents were quite affluent, means rich. They could have sent her to Delhi for education, but they sent her to the village school like other girls in the village as the custom that was prevalent there. They did not want to become the rebels. Santosh made up her mind to fight the system. When she was 16, her parents wanted to marry her off because most girls in the village got married at that age. But Santosh refused to marry. She warned her parents that unless she got proper education, she is never going to marry. Santosh got admission in a school in Delhi. Her parents refused to pay her fees initially. For her graduation, she went to Delhi. Santosh did not react to this. She told them sternly that she would work part-time to earn money. Soon her parents agreed to pay for her education. After passing the high school, she went to Jaipur. Here she joined the Maharani College. You see, Maharani College of Jaipur. She got a room in Kasturba Hostel. And the room she got faced the Aravalli Hills. She would usually see people from there and aspired to go there. One day, Santosh decided to see for herself where those climbers of Aravalli Hills disappeared. When she went there, she met a few climbers. They encouraged her to take interest in climbing. Since then, there was no looking back, and she joined the Nehru Institute of Mountaineering at Uttarkashi without the permission of her father. From Jaipur, she directly went there and she wrote a letter to her father apologizing that she did not tell him. Here, she went on an expedition every year. She developed remarkable resistance, that is, immunity to cold and high altitude. She had an iron willpower, firm determination, endurance, and mental strength or toughness. Santosh's efforts bore fruit. In 1988, she asked the Aravalli mountaineers if she could join them, and in 1992, when she was hardly 20, she conquered Mount Everest for the first time. She became the youngest woman in the world to do this. She proved equally helpful to other climbers as well. So you see, she's a successful mountaineer. During the 1992 Everest mission, she provided special care to the climber who lay dying. Unluckily, the man could not be saved, but Santosh managed to save the life of another climber named Mohan Singh. She shared her oxygen with him. Had she not done this, Mohan Singh would have died. Within 1 year of this achievement, Santosh was invited by Indo-Nepalese Women's Expedition. She became its member and she conquered the Everest the second time in 1993. With this, she set a record. She became the only woman who has conquered the Everest twice. In recognition of her achievement, she was honored with Padma Shri. Santosh described her feelings when she was on top of the world. It was the happiest moment in her life when she unfurled the Indian tricolor on the top of Mount Everest. She saw the flag flying on top of the world. It was a spiritual moment for her. She felt really proud to be an Indian. Besides being a climber, Santosh has also worked as an environmentalist. She is very conscious about the earth we are living in. She collected and brought down 500 kgs of garbage from the Himalayas. So now let us look at the title justification. The title, Reach for the Top, is an appropriate title for the biographical feature on Santosh Yadav, both literally and metamorphically. Why? The top here not only means the mountain top, literally, especially of Mount Everest, but also the pinnacle of success and glory. Santosh reached both the tops with the elan, with joy, thanks to her sterling qualities of strength of body and willpower of mind, and thanks also to the training and support that she had received and reciprocated. Reach for the top as an imperative phrase gives the call to do their best and strive to achieve excellence and glory in their own area of interest through hard work, persistent efforts, constancy of purpose, strong will, and a strong determination. Let's see the message. It conveys the message that one must set one's eyes on the stars and strive hard to achieve the goal through hard work, determination, and constant and persistent efforts. Instead of complaining against the ills in society, one can dare to change the systems and shape one's own destiny. And once one has achieved great heights, one must shoulder the responsibility to achieve success and glory in their own areas of interest, just like Santosh Yadav has done. Because each individual story is an inspiration for everyone around. Character sketch. Santosh Yadav has been portrayed as a firm-willed, decisive, courageous, adventurous, straightforward girl endowed with a rational mind and physical and mental toughness. She was freedom-loving. Born in a small village of Haryana, Santosh Yadav had an independent temperament right from the beginning of her life. She knew fully well that her conservative family would pressurize her to adhere to the traditional way of life. But at the same time, she was aware that if she chose a correct and a rational path, she would be able to change others and win everybody's support. Her hard work and determination, her mental strength and physical fitness equipped her for undertaking the dangerous journey to reach the Mount Everest, the top of the world, successfully not once but twice. All these qualities and amazing achievements helped Santosh earn one of the nation's top awards, Padma Shri. She is a motivation for young men and women from all over the world. So, thank you, students, for today. That's all. Wish you have a very good day, and I hope you have understood. Bye bye, students.